we finally get to the little narrow gauge engines in this series. And Victor, instead of working at the steamworks, was delivering cargo to help clear the branches that had scattered all across their tracks. But right now, he had to fill up at a water tower, for he was thirsty. That feels so refreshing. But over this time, the trucks were bored out of their minds. I'm so bored. I know, this is taking forever. If only there was something fun for us trucks to do. Light bulb. What is it? Let's just break away like always. That always brings out the fun. That will be a good idea. The freight cars were old, the couplings were rusty, and one snapped. Oh frick, the cars! As the trucks were having their fun, they came across a sign that said slow, steep bends and ravine ahead. We don't care! As expected, one of the cars lost control and plunged into the swamps below. Victor arrived at the scene of the disaster. Well, this is clearly our fault. Wait, how was it our fault? We didn't secure them properly. Wait, I thought we had a guy for that. No, I think it's really our job. I was doing it earlier today. Well, then it's your fault. No, it's our fault. You're a part of the crew. Alright. Well, what are we going to do from here? Well, we obviously need help to get the trucks out. But I don't think things are going to go well for us at the end. Yeah, I think Mr. Percival is going to be very annoyed. I got a bad feeling about this. And he was. Sorry, Victor, but you're going to have to shunt trucks in the yards until I can trust you again. Wait just a minute. Mr. Percival, you're not in the original episode. So what are you doing here? That I can explain. You see here, narrow gauge engines, Mr. Percival will now be your new narrow gauge controller for two reasons. One, the movie, The Great Discovery, that we are going to film this summer, the crew wanted to have a narrow gauge controller, so we hired Mr. Percival, who's an actual controller, not just an actor. He's an actual one. Don't judge me. And second, I just can't keep dealing with not just my standard gauge engines, but I can't control both engines at the same time. Like, for example, I can't control standard gauge and narrow gauge engines at the same time. It's too stressful for me. So I got Mr. Percival to help me out with this. Also, fun fact, me and Sir Top and Matt have actually been really good friends since college. This is true. Now, if you'll excuse me, Sir Top and Matt's going to show me a bit more around the island of these parts. Well, of course, yes. Please follow me. Oh, that would make sense. Besides that, Duncan was delighted with Victor's dilemma. I just don't know why, but he was just delighted, that's all I know. It was hilarious on how you did not secure your freight cars on the hill there, Victor. That was so funny, seeing them roll away like that. What's even better is that they'll come back to spook you, and that lamp on your head. Woo! And who's to say you're not afraid of ghosts? They're just things that go bump in the night to me. Rubbish. And why bother saying it to Victor? 'Cause he gets scared easily. No, I don't. Shut up, Victor. Well, I'll tell you a story that'll make your funnel quiver there, Duncan. Huh. I'd love to see that happen. Go on, Timothy. Speak it up. Oh, you'll see, Duncan. You'll see. One night, a long time ago, a little engine was just trying to make his way home after a long day of work. Suddenly, he lost control and plunged over the side. He fell to the swamps below. He sank all the way to the bottom. No one was able to find him, and he became a lost cause. However, whenever the crew would be working on the bridge, they would see that engine's ghost trying to get to the other side, but he just never makes it. So what do you think of that, Duncan? Timothy, that was rubbish. That sounds like a cheap knockoff of your own story. You suck at telling these things. I'll see you later. And nice try. Oh, believe me, you'll be scared. Also, Victor, don't let Duncan get to you so much. He's only saying these things just because he's jealous of all the hard work you do. Thanks, Timothy. But wow, was that ever a scary story? Yeah, and I think there could be a way to try and get Duncan back. Suddenly, this gave Timothy's driver an idea. Let's play a trick on Duncan. Alright, but how? Alright, I got an idea. I know someone who's really good with animals. Wait, what's animals got to do with this? Oh, you'll see. And as the night grew, they formulated a plan. The next day, Victor's crew was speaking with Duncan's. Sounds like fun. We'll do it tonight. Well, you're actually agreeing to this? Yeah. Besides, Duncan has been talking back too much. And I want to show him who's boss. He can't boss us around. We're his crew. Well, I can certainly understand that. Anyway, so, yeah, we'll meet you at the bridge tonight. Okay, but just to double check, this plan will work. Oh yes, they're specially trained. Okay, great. Duncan had to bring up some empty cars to get filled with stone, and then bring cars back. Duncan's driver made sure that they'd cross the old iron bridge as according to plan. Haunted bridge, rubbish! That's one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard. But deep down, he couldn't get the story out of his funnel. As the sun was setting, Duncan was dying to go home. If we don't go now, then Scarloy will take my favorite place in the sheds. Well, look, Duncan, we just need to wait a little longer for our stones. And besides, that tarp on the last truck, I actually have to give to a friend. Anyway, why are you so keen to leave anyway? Are you scared? I'm not scared. I just told you. I just want to have my favorite place in the sheds tonight, and I don't want it to be taken by another engine. Ugh. But they knew their plan was working, for as Duncan was getting scared. When nightfall came, they set off. A cold wind blew across the bridge. Duncan let out a long whistle. Suddenly, a whistle came back to Duncan. What the hell was that? Ahead of them, they saw flickering lights. Duncan saw they formed into an engine. Next, his driver threw a small piece of stone from the truck into the water below. Oh! It's a ghost! Get me out! No! Oh! Oh my god, it actually worked! Whoa! Wow, that was awesome. Yep, thanks to these super cool and trained fireflies, it actually managed to scare Duncan away. All we needed them to do was form into an engine. Make it look like it's a spirit. Wow! Oh, that was awesome. Timothy's plan was so cool. Oh! Wow! Wow, it actually worked. No way. Ugh, I think we need to give Timothy a really big thank you for this. Plus his crew. It was really his crew's idea, but I guess Timothy can take part of the credit for it. But wow, no way, it actually worked. I think Timothy's still at the station. Let's go give him a thank you before he leaves. Yeah, that's a great idea, but oh wow. Oh, this is a treasured memory. Wow, it actually worked. Ah. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Victor. Did the plan work well? Oh, it worked perfect. The fireflies formed into an actual engine. Oh, Timothy, that idea your driver and fireman had, oh, that was just amazing. Ah, you're welcome, Victor. Oh, boy, was it ever fun. And that whistle, too. Whistle? Yeah, that whistle you did. I don't know what you mean by whistle. You see, I was doing my passenger run. But We heard a whistle at the bridge, and it wasn't Duncan's whistle. It was like a demonic whistle, only more high pitch. I don't know about high pitch, but mine's a low pitch. It's very demonic. Here, have a listen. You see, that's what my whistle sounds like. Are you telling me that I just heard a whistle that doesn't sound familiar to us? Seems that way. Wait, Timothy, your whistle changed after you plunged over the viaduct and became a demon. Well, a ghost, to be precise. Yes? You don't think that...